Hi! So this month's video continues on the theme of relationships, which we started in February. The February video was called Relationships or Assignments, and because it was February, we spoke about romantic relationships. So here we're going to expand on relationships, and we're going to expand on a theme, on a sentence that seems to resonate with a lot of people. I'm often told, very often told, that this sentence helps get people through some difficult moments, some difficult events, and just seems to be a sentence that can bring us back to the place we want to be. C.S. Lewis once said that integrity is who we are when no one is looking. And relationships are happening all the time, every day, all day long. We are in relationship with pretty much everyone we're coming across. So we are in, we spoke about romantic relationships in the sense of attraction and what we're drawn to, etc. Some relationships we're actually born with. They are family relationships. They are our neighbor. They are the people we go to school with, and some relationships we connect with through life, our colleagues, our bosses, our partners, obviously, and we are even in relationship with the supermarket teller when we are checking out. So, in fact, every single person is a potential relationship, and every single person is therefore an assignment. So, the way this happens, and the reason this showing up as our best self resonates a lot is because we have a chance to begin again every minute of the day. So essentially when we are in interaction with someone, it's a continual process, and it's a continual possibility of a better way, of a more peaceful way, of a more harmonious way, of a more joyful way. So in my book, I spoke a lot about different kinds of relationships, soulmate type relationships, soul family relationships, the people with whom we feel really good, with whom we want to spend a lot of time. They just make us twinkle and empower us, and we feel great. But also tyrants who come into our world to push buttons and to help us perfect ourselves, because it's quite easy to love the lovable, and it's much more of a challenge and much more of a growth experience to learn how to make peace with the more troublesome types who come into our life, and they are really our lesson in unconditional love. They are really our lesson to elevate ourselves and to find peace no matter whom we're with. So showing up as our best self becomes a practice. It becomes a way of life. It becomes a commitment that at every moment of the day we are showing up as our best self. Not just when we're on show, but really, the moments when we're rushing and we're stressed and we're under pressure. Those are just as important, that we continue to be the best us. And who is the best us? The best us is someone who connects, who is kind, who can empathize with another. Because all weird behavior, in the end, is just a call for love. It's just something is not going right at that moment. Because when we're happy and we're feeling good, we're actually very, very lovely. We're actually really loving people. So anyone who is behaving odd or who is pushing buttons, there's a reason for that. And their odd behavior doesn't justify ours. It, in fact, ought to encourage us to elevate our game and to model good behavior. And this applies to children in our life as well. Children can push our buttons just as much as anyone else. And there's a point where we as adults have the authority to kind of put them in their place. But that's not really the goal, is it? Because the exercise of will is a very powerful one. It's a gift we're given by life, this willpower to persevere and to continue and to go for what we want and go for it and give it our best shot. And we don't want to knock that will off at a young age. We want to actually encourage that. That's a characteristic that is a characteristic we want as adults. So it's a matter of communication. It all comes back to communication. Relationships are communication. They are us sharing our truth, and they are us understanding, trying to understand what is going on the other side, and what taking our autobiography out of the situation and trying to understand another's story and where they're coming from, and the reason they might need more patience, more kindness, more freedom, more independence, whatever it is that is the issue. So showing up as our best self brings the power back to us. It brings the power back to us in the sense that, as Aldous Huxley once said, there is only one corner of the universe we get to control, and that is ourselves. And when the focus is back on us, always back on us, being our best self, and the exercise becomes that at the end of the day, we have a little reflection moment where we think, I could have done that better. And just the I could have done it better invites a better encounter the next day. And what happens is that every day we are given a chance to start again with the same person. It's kind of like that film where he starts again every day. We get to do that. We get to start again every day. And so showing up as our best self, let that be the motto. Let that be our motto, that we as our best self encourage others and help others bring out the best in them too. So on this lovely note, I wish you a lovely rest of the day, and I encourage you to show up as your best self. It feels really good. It's a very good way to go to sleep at night. Take care. Until soon. Bye-bye.